Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Francine on The Electric Company, and I am here with a very special person, Willie Reale, who is the head writer of The Electric Company. Hello.
Hi, hello.
So, what exactly does the head writer do?
I write about heads.
Really?
No. The head writer directs all the other writers in their writing, and so there's an awful lot of writing that has to go on for the Electric Company. We have the stories inside the shows, and then we have sketches where we teach folks about different parts of speech and stuff like that, and all that stuff has to get written.
Typically, what is the first thing that comes to your mind for a script, and then do you build on that idea?
Right now, when I'm writing the Electric Company scripts, I start with characters. And I think, okay, let's take Francine's character and let's figure out what she wants. And then let's take Jessica's character and see what she wants. And then make sure that those things are going against each other. And that's what you call conflict. And you have to start with conflict to really get your story going. Because if you didn't have conflict, you'd have, let's say you had two pirates, right? And one pirate says, "Aye, that's my treasure." And the other pirate says, "Okay, it's your treasure." And then that's the end of the show. But if you have the one pirate says, "It's my treasure," and then the other guy goes, "No, it's my treasure," then you got two pirates that really want to get the treasure, and then you got a problem that you have to solve. And with scripts, and with any story really, you need to have a problem to solve. And so I generally start with two characters that want something different that makes a conflict.
That's great.
And then, after that, you need some complications.
Okay.
And then the characters have to scheme about what they want and how they're going to get what they want. And then, in the end, you have to let the good guys win. Because, well, in the Electric Company, that's the way it works. And I'm terribly sorry, because I would love to allow Francine to win once. But it's, and she does win occasionally in her own little emotional way.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't win. This is taking a turn for the worse.
You kids at home, don't tell Francine that she doesn't win.
What is the difference between a paper you would write for school maybe or a script? What is the difference between the two?
Oh, well, first let me explain a little bit about what a script is. A script is essentially pages of writing that are dialogue, so it says what the camera is going to see and what the people are going to say. So I'm going to write a really simple script right now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the setting, the place where the script takes place, is in a conference room. And the characters are Ashley and Willie. And so everything that Ashley says is going to be underneath the word Ashley. So it's Ashley, "Hi Willie, how are you?" And then Willie, "Oh, I'm fine, Ashley. You're looking awfully nice today." And it goes on like that, and that's how you write a script. The other kind of writing, which we call prose, you write a story out without breaking it into what we call dialogue, or the stuff that people say. It's a little complicated, but that's the difference.
So something I know I wanted to know when I was young, and maybe you guys want to know too, is how can younger adults or children really focus on their writing and kind of feel like they can do this and have a future in it? And do you have any advice for them?
Yes, I do. My best advice for a young writer is to use his or her own voice. And by that I mean, don't write the way you think people want you to sound. Write the way that you sound. Because once you get in touch with your voice, then you're sharing a part of yourself in your writing, and that's what gets people excited.
That's great advice. Thanks. Well, thank you, Willie. I feel like I learned so much about what you do, and thank you for sharing that.
Well, it was my pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Well, my pleasure to have you on my show.